right. Okay, so today is Friday, and that means it's time for our Friday free-for-all. A lot of great questions came in. We'll start off with Sherry, and she says, you all get along so well in the show, but what happens after the show? Do you spend time with each other when you aren't working? The answer is yes, although things have changed.
Yes, not so much recently.
Yeah.
But that's why it's so great to work with you, David, Ron, Mikey, Jill, everybody on the show, because we do get along so well.
Yeah.
It's such a nice team, so it's fun when we get to hang out outside of the studio.
We gel really nicely.
Yes.
Roseanne says, since tie-dye is making a comeback, this is a tip, not a question, but she says get white cloth masks, make designs with your favorite colors, and then let it sit for a while, wash and dry them. And she actually made these with her grandkids.
Yeah, I've never made anything tie-dye.
Never
But I've always
in your
wanted
life?
To. Never.
This
I'm
sounds
sure
like
you
a fun
have,
project,
especially
Celina.
with Lila and Son.
Not now, not as an adult. I haven't yet because of the mess. I have a problem with messes, people. But when I was a kid, yeah, we made things with tie-dye. I'd love to do it again.
We'll have to do some. Masks would be fun to
Yeah.
see tie-dye. So this question is from Paula. I'm curious about this too. She says, David, why have you stopped wearing your colorful neckties? And he recorded an answer for us. Here it is.
Thanks for asking, Paula. I have not given up on the colorful ties. I will keep wearing colorful ties, always on the news. But on PTL, you know, because the show is so casual, felt like, you know, sometimes maybe I should be a little bit more casual and lose the tie. So moving forward, I think it's got to be kind of a mix. But I love ties. It's part of who I am. So they won't go away entirely.
It's so funny because we were joking. So one day this week, he showed up without a tie on, and we go, whoa. And someone, who was it? Was it Shum that called him Mr. GQ?
Oh,
yeah. So John Shumway calls him Mr. GQ, and that was the running joke for the day.
I like it. It's casual. It's sharp.
I think he looks great. And you know, when he was doing Your Pittsburgh, he often did not wear a tie for that. So I love the look.
I
It's
like
really cool.
it too.
And if you look, he may not have the tie on, but he still has his fun socks.
Yeah. Always has the good socks.
He does.
And I like when you wear your sneakers.
I like wearing sneakers too. It's so much more comfortable than these things.
Yeah, and look at those red ones today.
Well, yeah,
Those are
just
nice.
jazzing things up for a Friday. Thanks for noticing. I like your shoes, Celina.
Thank
by the
you.
Where's our shoe cam when we need it?
I know. You could see him though.
Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, Elizabeth, this question is for Ron. She says, how many years of schooling does it take to be a meteorologist? I actually want to know this because if I could do anything else, I think it would be that.
Okay, well, it's 4 years of school. The biggest issue, I think, is that you do have to take some pretty difficult math classes in it. But, you know, I think that there's a lot of help, especially when you're in college, to get through those math classes as well. But once you get through that, it's a lot of fun. I kind of miss those old school days.
What was your favorite part of learning? Like, do you have a favorite class when you were getting into the process?
You know, anything about the history, climatology was always interesting. Also, one of the classes that I guess most places take, I took this at Ball State, was a storm chasing class. Where you actually go out, you spend a summer, about 6 weeks on the road, chasing and looking at tornadoes across the Midwest. So
And you got to do that?
yeah.
Did you get to see a real tornado? This is we've had tornadoes here in Pennsylvania.
Right. But, you know, and the interesting thing is there's some of the classes that you hear and they're like, we didn't see one tornado at all. Actually, my year we actually got to see a couple of really good ones, so it was pretty awesome.
I think that's fascinating, Ron.
It is, and you don't realize how much schooling really goes into becoming a meteorologist and what you need.
He's a smart
He
guy,
is a smart
that Ron
guy.
Smiley. Thank you so much, Ron.
Always learning from you, Ron. So Darla wants to know, and this is a hard question, what is your favorite place for takeout?
Well, we have our go-to in our neighborhood. There's so many wonderful restaurants, so this is not like me picking one over the other, but this is the easiest for us, and we love supporting local, and this is super local for us. So we often order from the Big M Tavern because it's two blocks
good.
from our house.
Fabulous
Yeah,
things.
and it really feels like extended family up there, so we love that vibe. What about for you?
Oh man, I truly don't know. I have so many favorites because I love to eat and I love going out and trying new restaurants. One of my favorites, though, I would have to say is Little Tokyo.
I was gonna say, and
I love their sushi.
You and Mac went on a date there, didn't you?
We met there.
Yes. See, I knew it had
Extra
significance.
special,
I
but
knew.
They do have pretty good sushi.
Okay, Bunny, I'm sorry. I hope that's not a typo and your name is really Bunny. Bunny asks if you could spend time with anyone from your past, who would you choose? Do you have an answer to this one? This is a tough question.
It's tough. I think I
Thought-provoking.
would choose my dad's parents, my grandparents, Papa Pat and Grandma Virginia, and my mom's dad, Papa Pete. They were just so wonderful, and we miss them every day. And
Yeah.
to be able to have them back and to have a conversation with them again would be cool.
That would be really nice.
What about
you? Celina, that's such a touching answer. I thought about this ahead of time, and I wasn't sure if it was living or not, so I chose ahead of time. My old friends from, back when I was like 9 years old, Susie, Mickey, CJ, and my sister. We used to
these are fun
play.
names.
We used to play so much and run around our neighborhood, ride our bikes. I remember this one time, someone told us in the neighborhood there was a bubblegum tree, and I remember going on an adventure on our bikes looking for the bubblegum tree. We had a blast, so
You should reconnect with all of them.
I think I should
would be
too.
fun.
Yeah.